maybe play another 2 months. Just physically, where are you kind of feeling? How are you feeling? Is now maybe you'll probably play more minutes and more fresh that kind of thing.
I feel great. Fortunately, I made it through another season without really any serious injury. Body feels great, mind feels great. Like I've been saying, since I've been here, Bud's done a great job of just making sure guys are healthy, guys are in shape, guys are as fresh as they can be when it comes to this time of the season.
What have you asked Giannis about this the other day? What have you maybe learned from maybe that first Eastern Conference Finals run a few years ago through last year of just about like what this grind is and how to kind of manage yourself in these off days?
Just stay with your routines that you worked on during the season to keep your body right, keep your game, at a sharp level, and just knowing that, every game in the series is different. So, whether you come in on an off day, just knowing what you need to do, whether you have a good game or bad game, to continue to keep playing.
Game one has been an issue for you for whatever reason for the last couple of years. Why do you think that's the case? Obviously, you've been able to overcome that, but why do you think that's been the case in terms of history?
Honestly, I didn't even know that. No, that's news to me. Game one, it's a feel-out game for both teams. That's really all I can say. I mean, we go into each game hoping that we can win and working to win. So I didn't know we weren't that great in our first game in the series.
Khris, multiple times you said that game one is a feel-out game, like you just said. Can you dive deeper into that? What does it tell you about a series?
Just, the style of play for the most part. Coverages change a lot through a series or in a game, but you kind of get a hand at, what they're trying to do with you as a team and you individually. So that's why I say most times it's a feel-out game. And the same thing for us, where you want to see what you can do to affect the other guys out there on the opposite side. So, yeah.
And no matter the outcome of a game one, there's always adjustments, right? Like, even if you do well, you're adjusting because you know they're going to try to meet you, right? How is it this constant battle?
It's just trying to fine-tune things as best you can, knowing that, both sides are going to find things that they could do better and find ways that, they can help themselves on the other side defensively where they create more turnovers, limit certain shots, those type of things. So it's a game of counting them out in some type of ways, but in a game, you can't necessarily think about all that. Even though you have the game plan, you just go out there and play, compete.
The other day, Drew said we sleep on Zach a little bit because we talk so much about DeMar and kind of what he does. Just what you guys have to do defensively against two wings that can fill it up in the way that those two guys can.
Yeah, I mean, I think Drew is definitely right about that. With Zach, man, he's a guy that can score at the same level as DeMar DeRozan, but, his extends beyond the three-point line a little bit more. He has the same mid-range a little bit. Everybody knows what he could do at the rim and in the paint. But, what separates him from a lot of other guys is his ability to shoot off the dribble from, beyond the three-point line.
What does it mean for you to have Wesley around and maybe not need to spend as much time on DeMar? Drew's like, hey, maybe I can avoid that for most of the game and then the fourth quarter do it a little bit more. Like, what can that mean for you as a series kind of unfolds?
Just keeping a fresh body on a great score. I mean, we all know what Wes does as far as he works his guys, and he's working. But it also allows us to, not really necessarily kill ourselves bumping and grinding like Wes does, and then we're able to switch onto different guys and have a fresh body, fresh look while Wes is trying to, wear that guy down a little bit. So we love what Wes does. He's so unselfish. I mean, he knows that he's in there for his defense. He's going to, get his shots, spread the floor a little bit for us, but he takes pride in that end of, making it tough as he can for his opponents.
What is that balance like of, what it feels like, what it takes like to get to the end of these 16 wins, but then also knowing that just how long it takes to get to that point when you're actually starting to play off stage for the first time in the first one?
You just got to take it step by step. Day by day you can't, look ahead to even the next game, the next series, whatever it is, you have to focus on that possession at a time because that's the only thing that matters in order to get to that next game, to that next series.